Anime games suck. But why is that? Why does a franchise like Jujutsu Kaisen, the world's most popular anime, get games like this? And why does every single anime game have to be an arena fighter? Like, there's so much creativity in this media, more than anywhere else. You have the vast expansive world of One Piece, the detailed power system of Naruto, and the diverse cast of My Hero Academia. But nah, the developers take a look at this and go, what if we made another trashy anime arena fighter? Oh, that is so original, so creative. I love money. Now, the biggest reason as to why this keeps happening is of course money. The developers know that no matter what garbage they produce and how little effort they put into it, the fans will eat it right up, which results in so many anime games being cash grabs. I do understand why people keep buying these games though. I mean, who wouldn't want a Naruto game where you can customize your own ninja, choose your own clan, and use various abilities from the show? That's just a dream though. The closest thing we have now is Naruto Shinobi Striker, which is pretty bad. You can customize your own character, add jutsus and so on, but to even access most of these cool jutsus you have to pay money, like a lot of money. Oh, you want to play as Kid Gaara? Well then be ready to fork up $4. You want more cosmetics? Pay for loot boxes. You just want one single jutsu? Well, be ready to pay again. Just the fact that you even have to pay for basic shit like this is diabolical. And what's worse is that this has been normalized. Now, every time a trailer releases for a new upcoming anime game, every one of us is hoping that it's not another lazy cash grab, which it is in 9 out of 10 cases. We're used to getting broken games at launch, waiting for an update that fixes the issues, but end up always getting cosmetics or yet another DLC. That's basically anime games in a nutshell. And the community is in the same state as Call of Duty and FIFA community is in, where the fans just keep buying the same trash every year. The thing is that if fans just stop purchasing these bad games, the developers would eventually have to change. Voting with your wallet as a consumer is really the best thing you can do. In fact, I think that's the only thing we as consumers can really do to make a change. But people obviously don't care enough. They'd rather just keep buying these half-assed games and be happy with the minor changes. Like recently when Naruto Storm Connections released its update, where they fixed a lot of the issues that fans had problems with, like broken support characters and broken jutsus. The only problem is that this update released months after the fucking release, when the game is already dead and rotting. The fact that people even bought the Storm 4 DLC disguised as a new game is crazy to me. I just can't fathom the fact that people really paid $70 for this trash. 70. You can buy 3 quality games at the same time, or better yet, buy a game that actually deserves the price tag. This problem with the anime games is so common that people have gotten used to them being mediocre at best, so they just keep buying the same trash knowing that there's nothing better. Why have your hopes high when they keep getting crushed over and over and over again? This issue with the quality also leads me to the next big reason as to why anime games suck so much. Bandai Namco. How come every single anime game is being held by this publisher? They are the ones releasing most of these games and are basically setting the standard for the quality. And they have not done a good job. Bandai Namco's focus on limited time game development, low budget, and overall lack of quality has created a sea of shitty games. The reason here is also of course money. The plan is to produce as many games featuring popular shows and make easy money, which apparently works. Their greed also reflects on the fact that 90% of their games are mobile games. Like with every announcement you have to hope that it's not just yet another mobile game with the purpose to milk you for cash. It's just cheaper to produce mobile games, hence why there's so many of them out there. It's always the same turn-based crap where the only purpose is to buy the in-game currency, summon for new characters, farm for in-game materials to upgrade the set characters, and repeat the cycle. Now this is a big problem with mobile games in general, but it is so prevalent in anime games especially. It's easier to capitalize off of popular anime characters, which is why they do it, no matter how scummy the practices are, like the gacha system for example. And Bandai Namco is the one pushing out most of these games. They're a scummy company who couldn't give less of a shit about their customers. Just imagine if more IPs were accessed by other publishers. We could be having so much more variety. Who knows, maybe we could see something else other than those shitty gacha games. Despite all the harsh criticism I've given to anime games, I do still think there are good ones. Not all anime games suck, it's just that the vast majority does. There are still some great anime games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Naruto Storm 2 to 4 if you completely ignore the online, and of course Dragon Ball Kakarot, which I've been hearing a lot about. Damn, Dragon Ball really is the franchise that got the games it deserved. Anyway, what I mean is that a lot of the good games came out some time ago, and I can't really remember any good anime game that came out recently. Like, who the hell remembers the 7 Deadly Sins game? It died as fast as it was published. A lot of these games just come out and die instantly because these developers keep relying too much on the source material, hoping that it will carry their broken game. And it works sometimes. Look at Jump Force, for example. There was so much hype around that game just for it to release and completely flop, showing the level of quality that you can expect from these studios. Also, let's be honest here. If you take away the source material from that game, what do you have left? Nothing of substance. Broken game mechanics, unacceptable online mode, and lack of content justifying the price. This heavy reliance on the source material creates a lack of originality that is very apparent in these games. In most cases, these games just rehash pre-existing storylines, but make them worse. They skip over important arcs or just simply rush through them, all with very poor quality in most cases. Like, why would you want to watch these ugly ass cutscenes when you could have been watching the anime or reading the manga, where the experience would be 100 times better? These games are just not creative enough, and in cases where developers try to be creative, they don't get the budget or the good management they need to make it into reality. It's honestly just a waste considering how versatile and creative these games could have been. But no, why try to make something new when people will keep buying the slop you're producing right now? Besides, nobody outside of the hardcore anime fans talk about these games or interact with them in any way. And why would you? Why spend $70 for this garbage when you could have been spending time playing something that is actually good? That's why people keep buying these games only when they're heavily discounted on some sales somewhere, because that's a smart thing to do. In conclusion, fuck these game developers and stop giving them any money. You, the consumer, will decide if this trend stops in the near future. Who knows, maybe in a couple years we're finally gonna get the anime game we so desperately want. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and check out more on my channel. With that said, peace out.